Good morning, joyful marketers. So Simone asked me to talk more about that concept, that mindset shift that I had after listening to her podcast. And I just want to ask you, like, if you're thinking about your business as a baby, right, which most of us do, won't that make you feel that you have to take care of it, protect it, you have to serve it, it's not serving you in any way, you have to give it so much attention or it'll die? Like, there's so many, messages in that metaphor that we use as our business is a baby, and it's stressful, it's heavy, it's like, there's so much responsibility, so much burden, and so much fear because you don't know what the future is going to hold. You don't know if your baby's going to get cholera and die. Like, you don't know if your baby's going to get hit by a bus. All these things, it's like, maybe not a bus, but, like, we don't know what the future holds if we're thinking of our business as a baby that we have to nurture and protect and grow. And we have to do everything right. It's just the whole parenting metaphor is just so loaded for me anyway. But when Simone shifted the perspective to say, what if your baby is this fully formed, completely successful entity that is looking for someone to bring it to life, and it's roamed around the earth and it's found you. So in all of the history of the world, the future of the world, it's found you. If I think of my business as this successful, fully grown entity that found me, it makes me feel empowered, it makes me feel calm, and it actually makes me feel like there's no imposter syndrome because my business chose me. And if I wasn't the right person, why would it choose me, right? If my experiences up to this point weren't the right experience to bring the story to life, if my personality wasn't the right personality to get across to the people I'm supposed to get it across to, it wouldn't have chosen me. Not only that, but if you think about your business as this fully formed, successful entity, then a couple things happen. Apart from the, complete abolishment of imposter syndrome, you also get this idea that your business is going to whisper to you through your intuition. It's going to tell you like all the breadcrumbs to take, like do this next, do this next, do this next, which totally happens, right? Happens when we're in the shower, we get these great ideas. It happens when we first wake up out of sleep and we have this great idea. And now I feel like I don't have to sit down and strategize. All I have to do is follow those breadcrumbs. Whatever that first idea was when I woke up, whatever that idea was when I was in the shower, that's what my intuition, that's what my fully formed successful business is telling me to do next. And just do it. And whenever I do that, it's always successful. Also, what happens is if we think of our business as completely formed and successful, we don't have to have anxiety about, is this going to work? Is that going to work? Is this going to work? Like, we know the business is going to work. It's telling you how to make it, make it complete. It's not like this child that you're raising by faith, right? It's like a fully formed adult coming back from the future saying, hey, I turned out okay. Just to let you know, it turned out okay. By the way, save up because I'm going to Yale. It's just like this really excellent relationship. And I feel like now my business is not this tiny, unknown. It's like this, it's like a wisdom, right? It's like an energy of wisdom that is kind of giving me clues and telling me where to go next. And that feels so much more calm than me trying to figure it out on my own. So my business is almost like a big sister saying, hey, don't worry, it's going to be fine, but do this next. So that's good. There's so many things packed into that metaphor that are just amazing. But that's what I got from that podcast episode. It was like all at once, like a big download of like, oh, yes, this is right. Yeah, so it definitely goes with the future self visualization, which I love to do. It goes hand in hand with that. So apart from future self, now you have this future business entity that's here to guide you. And like I said, there's no imposter syndrome. There's no anxiety for the future. There's no worrying about your customers and saying like, oh, where are my customers? I can't find them. No, your future business is saying, I've got all the customers. They're all here. We're just waiting for you to put that post out so that they can find you because they are waiting for you. What you seek is seeking you, right? The Rumi quote. All right. Have a great day. Happy marketing.